friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gianna Walker, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be doing a grocery haul. So earlier today, I went to work, but earlier today, this morning, and after work, my shift, I went grocery shopping. So we got a few things here. I just wanted to kind of give you some insight and a look into what my general diet is. Obviously, I have some fun foods and stuff like that, but for the most part, I try to stick to an animal-based diet. So that involves red meat, I guess meat in general. I try to stay away from farm-raised fish, which is very common if you buy salmon or tuna or yellowtail. If you eat sushi, many of that fish is farm-raised. It's not wild caught. And so both sides, you can have some issues with it. Wild caught, you can have problems with finding metals in it, heavy metals, but wild caught is going to be a better bet than farm raised, because farm raised usually just has some issues, a lot of issues with it. But needless to say, I went grocery shopping this morning before work with my fiance. Oh yeah, guys, I'm engaged. I didn't tell you, but I'm engaged, and I will probably be getting married in the spring of 2024. But anyways, back to my little tidbit. I went grocery shopping this morning, and then I went after work because I work at a local grocery store called Inspire Farms. If you're out here in Gilbert, Arizona, you should come visit. It's actually in downtown Mesa, but Arizona's weird. One area is like Gilbert, and then the next street over, it'll be Mesa. If you're in Arizona, you understand that. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a grocery haul with you guys, and we're gonna take a look into what I generally shop for and why I shop for those items. All right, so these are the groceries that we have. We have rice. This is jasmine rice, and then I have short grain rice, which is for our sushi rice. Woo, almost dropped that. And then we have grass-fed, grass-finished beef, as well as this one. It's a 3-pack. We did already eat one today. I still haven't eaten my dinner, but we ate one today from the 3-pack. So generally, we're able to finish this in a few days. I'm gonna flip the camera around. Okay, so as I was saying, we have the beef. This is grass-fed, grass-finished. And the reason why I get grass-fed, grass-finished is gonna be because the grains, when the cow is eating grains, first of all, a cow is not, its natural diet is not grains, but when you feed it grains, it's usually done to essentially stuff the cow. But grains through the cow and then gets fed to us. We're naturally like carnivores. We can eat, you know, veggies and fruit and stuff like that. So I got my rice. This is jasmine rice, and then we got a 25-pounder. And then we have our sushi rice, short grain. See here. We're going to be making some sushi rolls and nigiri. Speaking of sushi, I forgot we did get, obviously what you need, the rice vinegar, and we got nori, so seaweed wraps. So in regards to when I was talking about fish, this is what I'm speaking of. We got the wild caught. You look right there, wild caught pink salmon. So again, wild caught, you might still find heavy metals, and there is that risk, but there's less risk with wild caught because you're taking them from their natural habitat than farm raised, where they can be injected with all kinds of stuff. So we don't want all those extra things. We want the product from, and the animal from where it's actually coming. So wild caught. Then we have raw milk. I'm sure you guys have heard all the rage about raw milk. I'm a big part of the raw milk revolution. I have the Jersey cow's milk. It's packed with nutrients, packed with protein, calcium, all kinds of vitamins. It's insane how it's helped me. Like, I've been trying to get off of pre-workout. I just recently jumped back to stem-free pre-workout for when I can't have raw milk. But raw milk and honey has really been like a game changer for me regarding energy and really just eating well in general has done that. When you eat well, you know, it's funny how so simple of things, when you go back to the basics, it really helps peak your health, you know, your performance, your endurance. And especially as an athlete, I do power lift, for those of you who don't know that. It's my second year in the sport, coming up on my second year. But yeah, nutrition is key. All right, so next I got some little things. I got this beeswax candle, also from my job, Inspire Farms. And we got this raw milk cheddar. It's a smoked cheddar, super delicious, bro. I'm telling you, like the first time I had it, it tasted like there was bacon on our burger and there was no bacon. Like, it was just so delicious. I was like, we need to get this more often. And ever since I've tried that one, I keep going back and getting that one. And I think about getting another cheese and I'm like, no, I can't do it. But raw milk specifically for me, it's not only good for you like in general, but I have lactose intolerance, like struggles I have since I was a kid. Raw milk, Jersey cows, and it is the creamiest, most delicious thing ever. I really suggest you guys get some. I also got some tea. This is caffeinated, or sorry, it's caffeine free. This is the golden hour tonic. Super delicious. I've had it. It's basically like a chai. And if you like chai, I like to do chai, raw milk, and honey and put some ice in it, or just keep it cold with the milk makes it cold. And then sip it up. It's so good. You can also do it with coconut milk. And if I was a coffee girl, or if I were going to a shop, I'd add espresso. Is that how you say it? I'd add espresso to it, and I'd make a dirty chai. Yeah, super delicious. But for a while, knowing I was lactose intolerant, I would take Lactaid. And that helped from time to time, but sometimes it didn't really help all that much. But switching to raw milk, eating or drinking raw goat's milk, raw cow's milk. I haven't tried other mammals' milk, but those two specifically has been a game changer for me and like my digestion and just the bathroom. Totally TMI, but we won't go there. It's just been a game changer. Yeah, raw milk, I'm a huge advocate for it. Huge advocate. All right, so next what we have is my eggs. We usually only get, these are the Weibos. I don't want to drop them, but Weibos. But these are pasture raised. They are local, raised in Arizona. Pasture raised, no corn, no soy, but corn and soy free. It's very important. Pasture raised, that's very important. They should be roaming around, foraging, doing their natural diet thing, picking up bugs. The chickens, when they forage and are out in the pasture, grab bugs, all kinds of things, and eat it. And it's going to provide the nutrients that they need from getting those different elements in different places. Whereas if they're caged up, then they're not able to do what they're naturally supposed to do. I don't know if that makes sense, but yes, we get at least 1 dozen of eggs a week because we do have quail and we raise quail, and they provide us eggs pretty much every day. So we have about 8 quail now. So we get, 1 male, 7 female. So if the quail are doing well, they're not stressed, they're having a good old dandy time, we can get anywhere from 8 eggs in a week to 56 eggs in a week. Because, 8 times 7, 56. All right, I got it. Let's move on to the next item. But yeah, because of us having quail and getting eggs every day and having literally a bunch of eggs in a week, we only get chicken eggs every so often, and the quail help cut costs for us getting eggs all the time, because we eat 1 dozen. We could eat 1 dozen in like 2 or 3 days, depending on how many eggs we eat. So people who raise chickens, occasionally they might not get as many eggs, but it's also just a cost reduction. You can save more money raising chicken or quail. Our last, but certainly not least item is our grass-fed, grass-finished tallow. I just got this today. It is $90 for this whole thing. And it's 7.2 pounds of tallow. This is beef fat. And things like this, tallow, which comes from cows, lard, which comes from pigs. Anyways, the tallow, I use this for my face. I use this for my body. We use this to cook. But this is gold in our house. It is gold because it's multi-purpose. Like I said, you can cook with it. You can use it as lotion because it provides nutrients, and your skin soaks in things, whatever it touches. It's very absorbent. And when you're putting things like fragrant body wash down there or on your armpits, those are very ingestible places. Absorbable, that's the better word, absorbable areas. And when you're putting things that have chemicals and toxic ingredients in it, your skin absorbs it, your body absorbs it. So like clothes, for instance, this is probably not the best example because I'm pretty sure this shirt has polyester in it, but when you're wearing clothes that are not cotton, wool, linen, hemp, you know, clothes that people wore before we decided to do this fast fashion BS, your skin absorbs it and you can have issues. But back to the tallow. This stuff is so good. I'm so serious. I use it in my hair. I use it in everything. And it's just, I could go on and on about tallow. But yes, this is the very last thing we have. And get y'all some tallow. Get you some tallow. But that's all we have today. I felt the need to share this with you guys to give you an idea. Oh wait, that's not the last thing. Okay, last but not least, for real this time. Non-dairy chocolate chips. Because I have the biggest sweet tooth. This is what they look like. Ghirardelli. Because I have the biggest sweet tooth. The biggest sweet tooth. Y'all thought I was playing. So good. But like I was saying, I have a pretty big sweet tooth. And since me and my fiance are both working on losing weight sustainably, not just cutting out a bunch of crap. We still go out to eat. We still hang out with our friends. We do still eat seed oils when we hang out with our friends because community is more important. And so we eat what we go out. We're not picky and like, hey, can we choose, like, can you be like partial to us and choose what we want so that we can have a good time too? No, we go and hang out with our friends. We make memories. We live 90% healthy, eating healthy, and then like 10% when we hang out with our friends, which is maybe like once or twice a month. So it's not going to kill us, hopefully. But yes, we do try to keep seed oils out of the house for the most part. We cook with things like tallow. We use things like olive oil. We don't cook with olive oil, but we use it. Coconut oil, avocado oil, but for the most part, we stick with tallow. And then when we make our burgers and stuff, we just keep the tallow from that and we use it again. Simple. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a look into my groceries, what they generally look like. The sushi stuff, the rice, the short grain rice is new. We usually get like jasmine or basmati or long grain white rice. But yeah, so this is kind of a look into what I eat and the reasons why I eat it. There's usually, I just really can't talk tonight. Basically, there should be an intentional reason as to why you eat something. If you're eating something just because it tastes good or just because you can't live without it, I feel like you should be questioning why you're eating it, why you're putting it into your body. You know, we were given these things on this God-given earth. We were given the animals. Obviously, that's a whole controversial thing. Like, we were eating plants at one point, but we're okay now and have been blessed to eat meat. And I'm very grateful to God, glory to him, that we are able to eat it. So this good stuff, when you choose your foods, you want to make sure you're choosing them wisely, not just eating haphazardly for no reason, because we all have goals. And as controversial as this is, not everybody wants to be a rolling bowling ball or an Oompa Loompa or, you know, Wall-E. Y'all seen the movie Wall-E? Go see the movie Wall-E and you'll see Wall-E and you'll see America. And then you'll see Europe and be like, well, we're eating the same things as Europe, so why isn't it like, why are we look like this? Just think about it. It's the food. Ah, man, I could talk about this all day, y'all. But anyways, this is my grocery haul. This is a peek into what I eat. I do talk about some of these things on my TikTok and on my social media and on my stories. You can follow me daily on TikTok at @Iam_homesteader or @Iam_Gianna Walker. And you can follow me on Instagram under Theosis is the goal. So yeah, you guys can follow me on those channels, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Bye.